Hi everyone, welcome back to Everyday English Hub. I'm Leo, and joining me today is the ever-logical Mia.
Hello, everyone. Leo. I'm curious, how are you planning to make me laugh today?
Oh, Mia, it's not just about making you laugh, it's about succeeding. Did you hear how our last episode was received?
No, but I have a feeling you're about to tell me.
You got it, when we posted, how to become the best version of yourself. The audience absolutely loved it.
That's fantastic. It shows they really care about self-improvement.
Definitely, but here's the thing, Mia. Do you know what really stops people from becoming their best selves?
What is it? Leo? Is this another one of your riddles?
No riddles today, it's laziness.
Laziness?
Yep, it sneaks into everything, fitness goals, study plans, work projects, you name it.
That's so true. Laziness acts like a wall, blocking progress even before it starts.
Which is why today's episode is called, Stop Being Lazy. You're wasting a lot of time. Alright, Mia, let's dive into laziness and why it's so prevalent.
Sure. Leo. Let's start with the root causes. Many people feel lazy due to a lack of motivation.
Exactly. Sometimes, it's overwhelming task sizes that make people freeze.
Absolutely. Research from Stanford University shows that when tasks seem too big, people often avoid them altogether.
So, breaking big goals into smaller, manageable steps can really make a difference.
Exactly. For instance, if you want to learn English, instead of saying, I need to be fluent in 6 months, you could start with, I'll practice speaking for 10 minutes every day.
That's a brilliant point. Another common reason people feel lazy is fear. They're scared of failing, so they don't even try.
Very true. A study from the University of California found that the fear of failure often prevents people from starting new projects. It's crucial to remind ourselves that mistakes are part of learning.
Exactly. Every mistake is a stepping stone toward improvement.
Let's discuss routines. Having a daily routine can make a massive difference. For example, waking up at the same time each day helps your mind and body stay consistent.
Right. And building small habits can create a ripple effect.
Research from Duke University shows that nearly 40% of our daily actions are driven by habits, not decisions. So, good habits simplify life and combat laziness.
Absolutely. For instance, if you want to exercise more, start with a 5-minute walk each day. Once that feels easy, gradually increase the time.
Exactly. You're creating momentum. And momentum is powerful. Another significant factor fueling laziness is distractions.
Oh, for sure. Phones, social media, endless notifications. It's a constant battle.
Right. A study from Harvard found that, on average, people spend about 3 hours a day on their phones. That's a lot of time that could be used for something productive.
True, but breaking that habit is also challenging.
Start small. Like putting your phone in another room while you work or study.
Great tip, Mia. Sometimes, out of sight, out of mind, really works.
Finally, let's talk about mindset.
What do you mean by mindset?
Having a just start mentality can effectively combat laziness. Sometimes, waiting for motivation isn't the answer.
That's so true. Just taking one small step can make the rest feel easier.
Plus, rewarding yourself for progress can keep you motivated.
Like treating yourself to a snack after completing a task?
Exactly. Little rewards keep your spirits high. So, to wrap up, understand the root causes of laziness. Set small, clear goals, and build good habits. Eliminate distractions and adopt a just start mindset.
You've got this, listeners. Alright, Mia, let's break down some key vocabulary from today's discussion. First, motivation. This means the reason or drive to do something. For example, I have the motivation to study.
Second, overwhelmed. This describes a feeling of being unable to handle too much. For instance, I feel overwhelmed by work.
Third, schedule. This means a regular way of doing things. For instance, I follow a morning schedule every day.
Fourth, distractions. These are things that divert your attention from what you're doing. An example is, Social media is a major distraction while studying.
Finally, failure. This means not succeeding at something. For example, failure is part of learning.
Now, let's discuss 2 questions about our topic. First question, what is one small habit you could start today to fight laziness? For me, I'd say drinking more water regularly. How about you, Leo?
I think for me, it would be putting my phone in another room when I need to focus.
Second question, how can setting small goals help you feel less overwhelmed?
I believe it's because small goals feel more manageable and easier to tackle.
Exactly. Breaking tasks into steps makes a significant difference.
What about you, listeners? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, Mia, let's explore some fun facts and research about laziness.
Sure. Leo, did you know there's a term called productive procrastination?
Wait, what? How can procrastination be productive?
It's when people delay important tasks but still manage to get other useful things done.
Oh, so like cleaning your room instead of finishing that report?
Exactly. Research from the University of Sheffield found that this can sometimes reduce stress and help people refocus on their main goals.
That's interesting, but we need to be cautious, right?
Absolutely. If you procrastinate too much, it can become a habit that's hard to break.
Speaking of habits, did you know it takes about 66 days to form a new habit?
Yes. That's from a study by University College London. It shows that consistency is vital when building habits. That's why having a schedule or daily structure is so important.
Exactly. And one more thing. Laziness often stems from a lack of purpose in what we do.
Great point. Leo, when you find meaning in your work, it's easier to stay motivated.
Here's a fun fact for our listeners. Did you know Albert Einstein was often labeled as lazy as a child?
No way. But look how that turned out.
Exactly. It's proof that being lazy doesn't define your potential.
So listeners, don't be too hard on yourselves. Find your rhythm and take one step at a time.
By the way, Mia, have you heard about the 2-minute rule for beating laziness?
Oh, I think I've come across that. Isn't it about starting a task that takes just 2 minutes?
Exactly. The idea is to make a task so small and simple that you can't say no. For instance, if you want to start exercising, just commit to putting on your workout shoes.
That's clever. Once you start, it's much easier to keep going.
Right, it's backed by psychology. When you start small, your brain feels a sense of achievement, motivating you to do more.
Speaking of motivation, there's a fun story about Thomas Edison.
Oh, I love Edison stories. What's this one about?
When Edison was working on inventing the light bulb, he failed over 1.000 times.
Wow, 1.000 times? That's a lot of trials.
Exactly. But Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1.000 ways that won't work."
That's incredibly inspiring. It shows that persistence is key to success.
Absolutely. So even if you feel lazy or discouraged, remember that progress is still progress, no matter how small.
One more fun fact for you. Mia, did you know the word lazy comes from an old German word, leichtke, meaning weak or feeble?
That's fascinating. But being lazy doesn't mean you're weak.
Exactly. It's just a reminder that we all have moments when we need rest or a little push to get going. Alright, Mia, let's introduce some new key words and phrases related to overcoming laziness.
Great idea. Leo, let's start with time management. This means organizing your time effectively to accomplish tasks. For example, using a planner is a fantastic tool for time management.
Our next phrase is prioritize tasks. This means deciding which tasks are most important and tackling them first. For instance, I always prioritize my homework before playing games.
Another useful term is focus. Focus means giving your full attention to what you're doing. For example, I turn off all notifications to help me focus on my studies.
The fourth phrase is take action. This means starting something instead of just thinking about it. For example, if you want to achieve your goals, you have to take action.
The last phrase is step by step. This means doing things one at a time, slowly and steadily. For instance, I'm learning English step by step, practicing a little every day.
Alright, Mia, I've got a question for you.
Sure. What is it?
Why is prioritizing tasks important for avoiding laziness?
Because it helps you focus on what truly matters and prevents you from wasting time on less important things.
That's a great point. Mia, now it's your turn to ask me a question.
Sure. Leo, if you're struggling with time management, what's the first thing you would do?
I'd start by writing down everything I need to do and ranking them by importance. Alright, Mia, we've had such a productive discussion today about overcoming laziness.
You're right. Leo, I hope our listeners feel inspired to take action and make positive changes.
Me too. Remember, even small steps can lead to significant progress over time. Yes, just click the link in the description or comments and make a copy so you can edit it yourself.
It's a great way to personalize the tips we talked about today and put them into action.
Before we go, here's a fun fact for you all. Did you know that people who plan their day in advance are 30% more likely to complete their tasks?
Wow. It really emphasizes how planning and taking small steps can make a huge difference.
Exactly. So, start small, plan well, and keep moving forward.
Thank you all for joining us on today's episode of Everyday English Hub.
Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments and let us know what strategies work best for you.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and keep making progress. One step at a time.